I found out a long time ago, and I'm sure you may agree with this, that people would rather be right than get it right. And the ego takes such precedence for them,
Yep.
unfortunately.
Yeah. They'd rather be right than be happy.
Yep.
Be
We're
right
gonna,
than be healthy.
yep. So true. Okay,
Identity
so
politics.
we're gonna go Buffalo, and then we're gonna sign out. Is that right, Robert?
Yep.
Okay, what's Buffalo? Okay, so
Buffalo girls come out
Buffalo
tonight.
story,
so
guys. Let's go.
you know that's how the Indians used to get the buffalo, right? They used to get them stampeding, and the buffalo would get running, and all the buffalo would literally they'd run them off the cliff. Okay, and that's what happens when you're in the herd. When you're in the herd and you're not conscious that you're in the herd, when the herd starts to run, you have to run with the herd or you get run over. You have two choices: get run over or start running. And the majority of people start running because they don't want to get run over. They don't stop to think about stepping out of the herd. They don't realize that they're in a herd of buffalo being run off a cliff, and that you, in a way, you can scream bloody murder. And this is an analogy for where we're at. We're in a herd. The herd potentially could be running off a cliff. We know the herd is running toward the cliff. That's, to me, that's humanity. And we're at what I would call zero hour. And that if we don't save humanity from vanity and insanity, humanity is going to run off the cliff. And you won't have a chance to pull out and get out of the herd until you realize you're in the herd. And that's the hive mind. The hive mind wants a lot of people in marketing, old marketing principle. People are silently begging to be led. That is the age-old marketing principle. It's true for marketing. It's true for business. It's true for life. So if you tell me what I have to do, I have comfort in that because I don't have to be self-reliant, make my own decision, take my accountability, responsibility. So for a lot of people, being in the herd is where they want to be, whether that's physically, part of a group or a religion, whatever your herd is, you want to be in the herd. And when you think about being an outcast in a group that you want to be in and that you're in, by stepping up and saying, excuse me, I think we might be running off the cliff. And everybody looks at you like, what, are you crazy? And then they just keep turning around and they just keep going. And again, I'm not casting aspersions on individuals. This is human nature. So part of it is you have to really be attentive and alert. And to do that, you have to burst your belief bubble. I have a great video I did years ago. I did it for me. I do all my stuff for me first. It's called Bursting the Belief Bubble. It's on my YouTube channel. And it's all about how you set your beliefs in stone, and then you spend your life defending and protecting rather than challenging, questioning, laughing at your beliefs, letting other people challenge it so that you can look at it from a different angle and see if it's still working for you. So I don't know if I said it. I might have said it this morning, but I'll say it again anyway. Here's how you test your belief system. It's very simple. If your beliefs don't love and serve you, or love and serve the people you love and serve, you have to ask yourself, why am I holding on to that belief, that thought, that notion, that ideology? So some people cannot give up their beliefs, even if it kills them. Like Hartman said, our lore is full of stories, but how many people would be willing to let go of their beliefs, the thinking, what they want, what they have for the sake of their life? And I think that is something that we have to be compassionate about, and we have to try to get people out of that herd And we have to let them know first they're in the herd. And sometimes analogies help to, you go right at it like, hey, did you hear about building 7? Like, what? Uh, so sometimes you kind of have to, I did a training in my business coaching called the opening the lockbox. Everybody has a lockbox in their head: products, services, people, beliefs. If your lockbox is locked solid with your beliefs, there's no way and there's no key to open up. It's a waste of my life and your life for me to try to open up a lockbox that's closed to anything. But if there's a little bit of opening there, then you have some light to work with. And I think that if we can all kind of, go with that analogy, and it just, some people will just not get out of the herd, and they will unfortunately go over the cliff. And as sad as it is, there's nothing we can do, and there's no amount of screaming we can have that's going to get him out of the stampede. So that's the Buffalo story.
Very nice.
You were
I
watching the
appreciate it.
chat room, and one lady wrote in there. She says, "I've been standing on the top of my roof screaming, 'Stop! Stop! Stop!'" Like, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, so true.